Hi, welcome back. I'm sharing all the lessons that I've been learning so far in my fitness journey. I've shared some interesting lessons so far in my different videos. You can check out the playlist. I made a playlist already. Today's topic is one of privilege. Really. When I talk about this, I can't tell you how privileged we are to even have this as a problem. I didn't know this was a problem of mine, but when I identified it, I'm so appreciative of the life that I have, for all the things that I'm surrounded with that I take for granted. Really, oh my god, I don't know. It's really a topic of privilege. When we talk about fitness journey, weight loss, and everything, one of the main components is food, right? What are you eating? How much are you eating? Are you following any diet? Those are the questions I generally get. But before I get into the topic of food, the most curious topic, I want to start with one topic in this video, that is before food, what comes in our body, that is hunger. Yes, I did not know what hunger feels like in my body. What a privilege to have this as my problem. I mean, we all really are so privileged, I can't stress this enough. I can't imagine the extremities in the world where people are suffering without having food for days. And here I am sitting in not knowing what hunger feels like, and I overstuff myself every time I'm full. I'm truly, truly, truly blessed, and I want to acknowledge that. Yes, so I did not know what hunger felt like in my body. I never understood those cues in my body because I'm so conditioned to eat at a certain time, and there was always an abundance of food, and I kept eating so much beyond my capacity of what my stomach could take. I never knew what hunger felt like. I don't think I even gave my body enough time to digest one meal. Before that, I would have fed it with another meal. I confused being bored with hunger. I confused being tired with hunger. I confused being in that sleepy, groggy, agitated, anxious state with hunger. I confused eating at a certain time and being conditioned to eating at that time with hunger. I confused being thirsty and needing water with hunger. Anything. Like what exactly hunger felt like, I don't think my body had any idea at all, because I was overloading it with food all the time. And they usually say that your body gives cues and eat when your body signals that you're hungry. But for that, you have to be very in tune with your body. You have to know what is it that your body really needs. Many times we're so in our heads thinking different things, being stressed out, being so lost in our phones, being so preoccupied with our own thoughts, stress, anxiety, everything. We stop listening to our body and we condition it to be a certain way, and all its abnormalities that would have developed over a period of time starts becoming normal now, because that's how we've lived for a very long time. Our body's conditioned to be like that. So automatically my body started thinking, even when it's full, when I'm bored, tired, anxious, whatever, it confused all of it with hunger, and it would signal that, oh, you're hungry, eat. Because that had become a survival mechanism, that if I have to survive, then I need food, because food is such an integral part of my life. Like, I love food. I'm someone, when I'm eating one meal, I'll think about what should I eat for the next meal. Yeah. So I didn't give my body, I mean, not I didn't give my body, I didn't give myself that understanding of what hunger felt like in my body. So this was one of the biggest lessons and a change that has happened now in this iteration of my weight loss and fitness journey. Because normally I followed diets, different kinds of diets, low carb, kind of keto, or I used to work with nutritionists to get some ideas, but none of it really helped me, or it helped me to a certain extent, but I couldn't keep it going for a long time because I didn't understand how my body functions. I was not in tune with my body. I didn't know what I wanted. So whatever suggestions they would give would feel like I would be so satisfied and full and not feel hungry. But I would still eat, and I would always be hungry, and I would be so irritated, I would be so agitated, and like all I could think more of was about food. So that really didn't help at all. This time what changed was finally identifying that I understand what hunger feels like. You know what they say, when you're really hungry, probably an extreme case, you will eat any food that is edible in front of you, like anything, because your body just needs something to eat. If you are in a situation to make a choice saying that no, this is not what I want to eat, this is not what I want to eat, then you're not really that hungry. I don't know how true that is. Maybe it's for an extreme situation, I don't know. But to understand what hunger felt like was really important. Now I kind of get an idea. Okay, I'm really hungry, or I'm bored, I'm tired, I'm sleepy, I'm agitated. When I've had fights at home, or when something has gone wrong and I'm very stressed, I want to eat. And my body thinks it's hungry. Or rather, my mind thinks my body is telling it it's hungry. When I'm not. So this is the main point, is to understand what hunger feels like in your body. Have some connection with your body, listen to those cues when it says it's full. Oh yeah, they also say that you have to stop eating when you're 80% full. I don't think my stomach even knows what full is, because I've overstuffed it so much with so much food all the time. It thinks being overfull as normal. It's crazy. I have hated how I feel after overeating, and after a meal, I would be so lethargic and I want to go take a nap. I don't feel like getting up or doing anything because I've overstuffed myself. My body probably gave its signal a long time ago saying you're full, don't eat, but I have gone beyond all limits and eaten so much. It was chaotic, and I hated that feeling. So once I realized, okay, this, I have to identify what hunger feels like, and kind of got the cues. Many times when I'm bored, I would tell myself, no, I'm not going to eat, let's see what happens. When that trigger comes, like sudden sugar craving or something I have to eat, and I've just had a meal, say an hour before that, I would tell myself, no, let's wait and see what happens. I don't think I'm hungry, it's just a habit of mine, I have to break it. Let's see what happens. And then I would stay up till late, binging on series, watching something on TV, time pass. Instead of sleeping, I would stay up, and I'd be hungry at that time. That is the worst kind of hunger, because I would be full with my dinner, I'd have eaten everything, and then because I'm simply watching something, I'm really mindlessly, I would be eating, having no clue what's going on with my body. I'm just so interested in that, and I would want to eat something. That is where association also comes, which I'll talk about here. I would want to eat something, and suddenly my mind will start craving so many things, and I will raid the kitchen at that time. It's probably 1 in the night, 12 a.m., whatever, and get whatever is there. Even if I have done a great job through my day to eat well, eat mindfully, that 1 a.m. hunger pangs, like, it's not even hunger pangs, by the way. Your body was not hungry at that time. I have to keep reminding myself now. So that wanting to eat at 1 a.m., especially Maggie. It tastes so good, what do I tell you? So I would want to eat at that time, and I know it's not helping me, and I'm not even hungry, and I feel overfull after that. And controlling that, right, to not eat when I would stay up was the worst, because I would, like, my body brings that craving and makes it so real, as if I don't eat, I will die. But that is not true. That is just the way my mind is conditioned and my body is conditioned. Because if I'm up so late, then I have to eat something, I feel like munching on something. That is where really discipline had to be put in place, and I had to decide, like, look, what do I want, and bring in those decisions from the future self, that she wouldn't be binging on food at this hour in the night, she wouldn't be overeating beyond her point of being full, she would be mindful of what she's putting into her body. And I have to step into her, and I have to become like her. I have to respect my body for that. I have to know that I have to take care of it. Taking care of my body is my responsibility. So I had to really be disciplined. And another thing what I mentioned was association, right? My mind would associate with food for for a lot of things. If I'm watching a movie, I want something to munch on. If we're out with friends, then I need something to be eating. If we went out on a trip, the first thought is, what are we going to eat there? you know all these associations, it's very like, what do I say, if let's say I'm in a meeting or something, then I want something to be munching on. So these associations that we would have made, even if we are not hungry, that activity will trigger a response from your body that will say I have to eat something when you're not hungry. So let's say you're watching a movie. Instead of enjoying the movie, my mind would be thinking, what can I eat? What can I eat with this? I want to eat something and watch. That's when the feeling of eating, feeling of watching a movie will be a better experience. No. I had to make that activity more interesting than food. Let that seep in. That activity has to be more interesting than food. So when I'm watching a movie now, I'm engrossed in the movie. When I'm out with friends, I'm looking forward to those conversations, having a good time, and I eat mindfully. When we're on a trip, last 2 times now when we've gone out, my mind hasn't wandered to what can I eat, what can I eat. No, I am really respectful of my body, of my choices, and I know what I'm eating. And that has made a huge difference. It's really, I don't know how to explain, like understanding what hunger feels like and understanding that I'm conditioned to eat at certain times when I'm not hungry, thinking I'm hungry. That has really changed. And another thing is, usually when we're eating, we need to watch something, and that's a habit we've formed here. Earlier I would just keep watching and I've eaten, inhaled my food. I don't even know. It's like when my plate got empty and I go and get a second serving, like I had no clue how much was I eating. That's when I had to slow down. Now we do watch something while eating, but I'm very mindful. My chewing rate has reduced. Like I chew very slowly, like a lot slower compared to before. I still can get better, but I chew very slowly and I relish every bite, and I take smaller bites. Like earlier would be like one big bite that I would just gulp in, but now like smaller bites. So some tweaks that I have done have really, really helped me. But understanding what hunger feels like in my body was the most important thing. Also, when my sleep got better and I would tell myself that binging on this series or doing something unnecessary in the night that is not helping me, wasting my time stressing over things that can't be like there's no solution to at that time of the night, I had decided, instead of keeping myself awake and feeling pseudo hunger, feeling hungry and wanting to eat, I'd rather sleep. That way, sleeping has so many more benefits compared to eating something unnecessary, unhealthy. And usually at that time of the night when you're eating, it's not something healthy. You won't feel like, chewing on carrots. It will be some chips or something salty, something oily, something sweet, chocolate, ice cream, cake, such things, right? And you know that's not good for you. It's not good for you when eaten at wrong times, eaten in larger quantities, all those things, yes. But imagine doing that on a regular basis where you've gotten so used to eating that at wrong times. What's going to happen? You'll put on weight, you'll be unhealthy beyond anything else. So yes, understanding what hunger feels like in your body is the foundation for your relationship with food, and association with different activities and food. Thinking of those activities, if it triggers a food related response in your body, then that will obviously make you eat when you're not required to eat. This is the precursor of food topic, which I'm going to be sharing tomorrow. No, tomorrow means next video. I am so excited, and I am excited to share about that topic. But like I said, we are so privileged to be having this as a problem that we don't even know what hunger feels like. If you stayed till here, I know you're committed. I'm so proud of you for showing up regularly. I'm proud of me too, you know that already. Homework. Yes, know what hunger feels like in your body. See when all are you eating in the day, if you were really hungry at that time, or you're eating out of habit. Make a note of that. If possible, you can journal it out, or just on your phone make a note of it. I had eaten lunch at this time, and at this time I felt like eating something, but I don't really have to eat right now. That is one thing. Understand what hunger feels like is first thing, and next thing is make a note of whenever you eat something and ask yourself, is this really hunger or am I eating as a habit? Okay. Then association. Just take some time and see where all do you associate food with, what all activities you associate food with. Like I said, for me, watching TV, watching a movie, going out with friends on a trip, being relaxed, being in a meeting, everything I would associate that with food. So that's not what we want it to be like. So, you know, see where all do you what all activities do you associate with food, and see if you can cut them off and separate them, saying that when I'm doing this activity, I'm going to enjoy the activity, make the activity more interesting. Don't eat out of boredom, don't eat out of habit. These are the most important things, is to know what hunger is and when are you eating and were you really hungry at that time, and association, what all are you associating with food, and sleep. That is a continuation homework. If you've gotten better with sleep, then automatically you'll be cutting out so many hours. You're not giving your body that much extra time to eat. Okay, let's say you sleep for 8 hours. Out of 24 hours, 8 hours are gone, so you just have those 16 hours to tackle. Otherwise, if you slept only for 4 hours, you have 20 hours to tackle, where you have to be mindful of what you're eating, what you're not eating, right? That way sleep helps so much. And when you sleep on time, you don't overeat also, because those pseudo hunger pangs that come at night will not even exist for you. I'll see you tomorrow, and we got this.